Hey everyone, welcome back to Catalyst Guru in this episode 8, where we break down career strategies without the corporate jargon. And today we're tackling a question that keeps a lot of young executives up at night. Should you go deep and specialize or go broad and generalize? It's the classic depth versus breadth debate, and getting this right can seriously supercharge your career. Now, I remember early in my career, I was sitting at my desk, staring at my screen, thinking, wait, am I supposed to become the absolute expert in one thing, or should I be the person who knows a little about everything? And honestly, the answer isn't one or the other, it's both, just at the right time. So today, we're going to break this down in a real, no-fluff conversation. No bullet points, no dry lectures, just straight talk about how to actually grow your career by balancing depth and breadth. And by the end, you'll walk away with a clear game plan. First, let's get clear on what we're talking about here. Going deep means you pick one thing, let's say digital marketing, and you go all in. You learn every algorithm update, every A/B testing trick, every psychological hack that makes you a total wizard in that one area. People start coming to you for answers. That's depth. Now, going broad. That's when you're the person who knows enough about marketing and sales and product development that you can see how they all connect. You're not the absolute best at any single one, but you understand the big picture. And here's the thing, both are incredibly valuable, but the trick is knowing when to focus on which one. Alright, let's talk about going deep first. Some careers reward specialization like crazy. Think about doctors. You wouldn't want a heart surgeon who's also dabbling in pediatrics and dermatology on the side. You want the person who's done 1,000 heart surgeries and could probably do one blindfolded. Same goes for fields like software engineering, data science, or even investment banking. If you're the person who really understands blockchain or M&A deals at a scary deep level, companies will fight over you. So how do you know if you should go deep? Ask yourself, do I love this one thing enough to geek out on it for years? Does my industry pay experts way more than generalists? Do I want to be the person everyone calls when things get hard? If you're nodding right now, then yeah, depth might be your move. But, and this is a big but, going too deep can backfire. If your niche gets wiped out by AI or just stops being a thing, you don't want to be stuck with no backup skills. That's why even specialists need some breadth. More on that later. Now let's flip it. When does being a generalist win? Well, think about CEOs. The best ones aren't the absolute best coders or the best accountants. They're the people who understand enough about every part of the business to make smart decisions. Same with entrepreneurs. If you're starting a company, you have to wear a million hats. So when should you go broad? If you get bored doing the same thing every day. If you hate the idea of being pigeonholed into one tiny role. If you want to lead teams or start your own thing someday. The upside? You're adaptable. The downside? Early on, you might struggle to stand out because you're not the expert at anything. That's why the smartest people I know? They do a mix of both. Okay. So how do you actually balance this? Meet the T-shaped person. It's a weird name, but stick with me. Imagine a big letter T. The vertical line? That's your deep skill, the thing you're legitimately great at. The horizontal line? That's your broad knowledge, all the other stuff you know just enough about to be dangerous. So for example, let's say you're a product manager. Your deep skill might be UX design. But your broad skills could be basic coding, how marketing works, and enough finance to understand budgets. That combo makes you insanely valuable because you can dive deep when needed. But you also get the big picture. So, how do you become T-shaped? First, pick one thing to get scary good at. Then, learn just enough about related fields to not sound clueless in meetings. And third, volunteer for projects outside your usual role. That's how you build breadth without starting from zero. Alright, let's make this practical. Here's what I'd do if I were starting over today. First year, try everything, rotate teams, take on random projects, figure out what you actually enjoy. Next 1 year, double down. If you love something, go deep, take courses, get certified, build a reputation. If you didn't love anything, lean into breadth. Get good at connecting dots between departments, year 2 and beyond. Now you're either the expert everyone respects or the versatile leader who knows how to get things done. Either way, you win. Oh, and always keep learning. The second you think you're done, that's when you get left behind. That's when you get left behind. Closing thoughts. Look, at the end of the day, this isn't about choosing between depth or breadth. It's about being strategic. Start broad to figure out what you love, then go deep to stand out, and never stop learning just enough about other areas to stay useful. So this week, ask yourself, what's one skill I can level up in? And what's one new thing I can start learning? That's it. No overwhelm, no complicated frameworks, just one small step. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If this helped, share it with someone who's figuring out their career too. Catch you next time on Catalyst Guru.